discussing the matter that prompted me to summon your lordship. Are you aware of the changes Incendia wrought on Footfall? Naturally. Her ladyship has done me an invaluable service by taking on the task of instilling order on the station. Though her style of leadership seems unnecessarily brutal to me, on the whole her actions have not exceeded the bounds I set. Oh my, yo, she killed such a large percentage of the population. She has a long name, says Mukluk, Von Chauncey, Von Esquire, Von the Fourth, Von. I put an end to her dictatorship. The Lord Inquisitor does not appear aggrieved by the news. As I understand, this was a private confrontation between two rogue traitors, yes? As such, I hope your house will reach a reconciliation with her ladyship's heir. You have not hindered my plans. Lady Incendia purged Footfall sufficiently that I was not distracted by the need to pacify it. What was the dispute between you and Caligos about? His lordship deemed it more important to show off his stubbornness than safeguard interests of the Expanse. Stupidity of the most burdensome kind. But my sources inform me he nevertheless has joined my efforts against the Xenos, so I have decided to stay any sanctions for a time. I see. The rest assured his lordship will face the consequences of his actions. I don't know who said that. There's no picture next to that one. What help did you want from me? Frosher, if you please. The Inquisitor nods imperiously at the servant, who draws some kind of remote control from his pocket. All sounds whose sources are more than 3 meters away feed to nothing. Fade to nothing. Feed. So there's a silence bubble over us. To my chagrin, the ability to be in 2 places at once does not number among my talents. That is why I wish for you to serve in my stead. I place such trust in very few people, you understand. You will feel what it is to walk in my shoes and attempt to compel a gaggle of quarrelsome blockheads to work together. You will reconquer Euphrates II for me. The Inquisitor gestures to the servant and the silencing field disperses. Frosher, another recap. This one has gone cold. What? He just brought you that one. Pascal jerks his head up, clearly recognizing the name Calcazar just uttered. Frosher? Abelard stifles a grunt of displeasure. His muttered pitched for your ears only. You will reconquer Euphrates II for me. The esteemed Lord Inquisitor has done away with all pretense and politeness now. His orders no longer come with even the veneer of a request. To what do I owe such an honor? To whom else could I entrust the mission? No need to feign ignorance, Von Valancius. We both know the shortcomings of the other candidates for this position. At present in the Expanse, there are 2 people with a perspective and steady hand required to control this situation. They are both standing in this room. So if you will, dispense with the humble rogue trader act and win this war for me. What? Can you tell me more about Euphrates II? A sacred world of the Adeptus Mechanicus off limits to lay people. I'm one of the few who do not worship the Omnissiah to have set foot on its surface, or rather I was. Now it is crawling with unbelievers. The despicable world bearers attacked and captured Euphrates II, and the cult of the Final Dawn brought an entire horde of heretics to the planet. Registering a Sanctity Alpha priority mission. The scourge of corrupted misbelievers reigning over blessed workshops fills the Omnissiah's faithful with anguish. Activating auto-ascetism protocol. I offer a prayer for the liberation of the sacred world. From beneath Pascal's crimson robes comes the sound of mechanisms whirring to life and dark blood stains streak across the fabric. What? He's hurting himself? I just remembered Pascal still has a lot of alien parts in him from what they did to him when we were in Kamarog. I wonder if he's ever going to get a chance to fix that. I sent my troops to aid the Explorator forces laying siege to the world, but a rift occurred among the commanders. They need an authoritative general, and you're perfect for the role. My confidence is not misplaced, I trust. What forces do we have in place, and what is the rift that occurred between commanders? Explorator Fleet Divine Cognizance 7821 recalled its most combat-ready units to retake the world. They were supported by my most powerful strike fleet and a group of deadlier allies. I dispatched a pack of space wolves to hunt down transgressors. Unfortunately, the leaders have failed to find a common language. The esteemed Thorvald is at odds with the conclave of the Mechanicus' battle congregation. The Omnissiah's servants find Thorvald's strident nature off-putting, And neither group is fond of militant Sibilek, who commands my forces. We're not fond, to be precise. The esteemed militant perished along with his ship a week ago when his noble allies failed to support his offensive. The Inquisitor bows to Ulfar curtly. I recommend that you too go to Euphrates too, my lord. Perhaps your pack was less reticent with the esteemed Thorvald than with me, and told him where they decided to direct their efforts. It is a fine suggestion, which I accept gratefully, Inquisitor. The expression of respect on Ulfar's face does a poor job of hiding his antipathy. What matter first brought you to Euphrates II out of interest? An utterly transparent attempt to learn secret intelligence. I offer to make you my general, and you try to pump me for information. Poorly done. I just want to know why I'm going there. What do they want with Euphrates II? The reasons behind their machinations would be pure speculation at this point. Bring me prisoners to interrogate. Perhaps it will gain some much-needed insight. The word bearers went themselves. Why didn't they just send their puppets? Clearly the stakes for them are high enough. Uralon the Cruel has stirred his profane self to make a personal appearance on Euphrates II. Kunrad Voitvir, incidentally, is also there. What? Yo, we need to kill that guy. I hear you two have unfinished business. Him I will generously leave to you. When you are finished with him, you may simply dispose of his mortal remains. No need to surrender them to the Inquisition for an inquest. Consider it my gift. How did you manage to enlist the aid of Angels of the Emperor? I must remind you that I am still Lord Inquisitor of the Coronis Expanse, not merely some... What do you always say, Frosher? Some Grox bothering prick. If certain rogue traders at times allow themselves to speak to me in an overly willful manner, that should not give you cause to doubt my authority. The situation is clear. You will be given the details when you arrive in orbit around Euphrates II. Point at the servant. Is he your valet or another Inquisition assassin? Why can't both be true? Frosher has been a member of my retinue for 50 Terran years, and the person in my entourage who comes closest to being my confidant. Something akin to a warm smile touches the Inquisitor's lips. We have had cause to be involved in many incidents whose reports have been marked with a seal of silence. Frosher nods deferentially, and on his aged-owled face appears an expression caught between eternal loyalty, motherly affection, and religious devotion. The only option here is declining and saying deal with it yourself. Which is obviously not gonna work, because this guy's the Inquisitor. He's just going to make me do it. Feels kind of bad, like, that I can't just say fine. I'm afraid I must decline. Deal with your problems yourself. Abelard belatedly raises his hand as if trying to stop you. Lord Inquisitor replies in a soft, arid voice, but it is not a request, it is a command. And I am far past the point of humoring your pride and vanity. And Frosher hands me something. Kalkazar nods at the paper his servant has deferentially delivered to the table. This document attests to the extraordinary powers you now have at your disposal. I am counting on your success, Mukbonlok. Did he actually hand me a paper? No. Oh, he didn't even hand me a paper.
One step at a time.
This Trials of Mana tomorrow evening. It's tomorrow Friday? Yeah. Yeah, tomorrow, there was 3 Patreon pick streams this month. One was Loop Hero. That one's we finished. One is Trials of Mana, and I have to double check. I think the last one was Assassin's Creed Odyssey. I think that was the last one they wanted me to play.
Curiosity sings in my veins.
It's too bad they don't give you a real choice, even the Lord Inquisitor doesn't actually have the authority to be a rogue trader. They certainly make it sound like he does in this game.
In this tapestry of a world, I am the rogue thread.
Back to the dock, I guess. Alright, go to the big map. Torimog gets way better than Valhalla. I didn't hate Valhalla. It just, like, it was fun, but, I didn't love it so much that I wanted to play more games, you know? And then also, it was, like, really long. It was, like, the same thing for, like, 70 or 80 or 100 hours or something. Okay. Euphrates II. It is the Lord Inquisitor's wish the sacred world of Adeptus Mechanicus be wrested from the hands of traitors as expeditially as possible. The right to deliver the Emperor's judgment belongs to the rogue traitor. Hold a war council. The forces besieging Euphrates II are divided and will remain that way as long as their commanders are at odds. The Lord Inquisitor wants the Rogue Trader to take charge of planning the upcoming planetary assault. Where is it? Where... Wait, am I supposed to go here? To the Imperium? Dude, give me fucking directions. Where am I supposed to go? Euphrates 2. That's Foulstone. That's Janus. That's Kialva Gamma. Return to the Order of Whispers. Dargonis. It says Emperor's Palm system in the quest log. Emperor's Palm. Emperor's Palm. Yeah, it doesn't even say Euphrates 2 there. Alright. Thank you for pointing that out. I'll just keep going. Afternoon, Mukluk Chat. Hi, Arcadian. Demons. Yeah, we'll kill him. That's fine. A red path always has bad stuff. Cassie's gonna do a lot of painting. Hopefully she doesn't pull me into another painting.
The battleground beckons!
Stand your ground!
Why did it pull the camera? Hold on, so if I blast this, 56 to 113. If I curse it first, now it's 83 to 166.
Me, another foe painted black. Emperor, deliver us!
Let's see.
Isn't this a job as duty demands? Me? If you insist, Lord Captain, I am a navigator, not...
Manifestation. Portal Warlocks. They're making more dudes.
Give this task to someone lesser. Just a minor setback.
AoE buffs. Do this. Cast another turn. There's the one I cursed right
Isn't
there.
this a job? Try to die with grace, at least. Do not dare ask. If I may. As duty demands. I'm not accustomed to being
Alright,
ordered
give Heinrich a
around.
turn, and then Heinrich, use your turn to cast Finest Hour back on Cassia, and then Cass gets
Isn't
many
this
turns.
a job for the son of a foe painted black? As duty demands. I am a navigator. Try to die with grace, at least. Another foe painted black. Isn't this a job for the serfs? I'm not accustomed. Try to die with grace, at least. Me? As duty demands. Another foe painted black.
Okay, I think that's everybody.
does not become prey.
Emperor, give me strength. That is foolishness.
Wait, what? She can't use Held in My Gaze. Why not?
If only that were possible.
Odd.
Try to die with grace.
She can use
at
other
least.
different attacks.
Isn't this a job for the
When does this one
serfs?
bounce? At the start of their turn, they will curse other enemies. Okay. It's at the start of their turn. Abelard's first turn, and most of the enemies are already dead.
Step by step, I lead.
If I may, as duty demands.
Alright, finest hour on Cass again.
Me? If you insist, Lord. Try to die with grace, at least. I am a knight. I'm afraid not. Be careful not to
Can I not
cross my
reach
gaze.
any more of them? Oh, there's
I'm
one.
not accustomed to be. Isn't this a job for the another bird painted black?
There's two more up there and one more somewhere on the map. I don't know where that last one is. Oh, right here.
As duty demands.
Alright, he gone.
Negligible. I will carve runes out of your bones.
I'm just passing turns until we get back to her, because she could just
I
finish
have
it so
read
much
tales
faster
of
than them.
military tactics.
Alright, we good?
Patience.
Think we good.
My nerves are frayed.
I should auto-loot everything when we go back to the bridge. Yep, there it is. Easy. It's hard to imagine a challenging fight in this game now. Like, the last crazy boss fight one-shot 5 members of my team and then Cass soloed everything else. So it's like, if there was another fight like that, but I wasn't allowed to use Cass for some reason, then that would be tough. I would probably just put a bunch of turns into Ulfar, but would definitely be more challenging than doing that with Cass. An unexpected report has arrived from the navigation chambers. A new path has revealed itself to the navigator in a mystical vision. According to the Omen, the Void Ship will be safer on the mysterious route, but can one trust warp revelations? Change course? Enemies of humanity aboard the ship! At the head of the assault is a traitor, a Chaos Space Marine, and a bunch of demons. God damn, okay. Alright, Daddy needs XP. I was hoping to get a warp revelation thing, the navigator thing that where you can make new routes. I was hoping to get one of those. Maybe we still will after this, but...
What lies beyond?
Alright, beep, 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 beep. You guys gonna attack me? There we go.
To that storm.
Me? If you insist, Lord
Just
Captain.
can't see the Chaos Marine from there. I wanted to hit that first.
Step aside. The navigator is coming. If I may. Try to die with grace, at least. I'm not accustomed
Tried to use
being
Notch to
ordered
move
around.
that guy, but didn't work. Ow. Crimson Slash. Moonlight Potato.
Isn't this a job for the serfs?
Chaos Marine. One shot.
Death without regret.
Give a turn to Ulfar.
If you insist, Lord Captain.
Instincts tell me to refuse. None can do this better than a warrior of the All-Father.
I am an...
Ulfar's turn.
So it shall be. Rend to pieces. See how I in disgrace. Cosplay.
It will be done.
Alright, use the Sanctic Psyker to do a Light of the Emperor, which tops everybody off. Cast a turn. Can she see that guy? Yeah, she can.
I'm not accustomed.
Alright, he's gone. Alright. Let's just pass a bunch of turns till the enemy gets closer.
Emperor, give me strength. As duty demands.
Lol. Pass, 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 pass.
Me?
Blast.
If you...
Okay,
We will see.
back to the bridge.
Oh yes. They
Abelard, order the crew to get down here and bring a mop. That Marine needs glasses. His accuracy is so off. Well, it was odd because he has a thing where when he uses single shot bolter attacks, he always hits. However, it said I was gonna hit that guy, and I'm like, that's weird. It seems like he's behind the box. Maybe it's because he's really tall. He's not undercover. But then it shot and missed. I'm like, why did the tooltip say that it would hit? So I don't know. I'm not sure what the deal was there. I just realized the last Epoch 4 releases in like a month. Yeah. Yeah, we got a lot of good stuff coming out. Cognizant's Fleet Squadron. Lord Captain, the United Corps of the Explorators and the Militia Forces is ready to attack the heretics who took over Euphrates II. The commanders recognize the Lord Inquisitor's sanction and agree to cede the right to supreme command to you. They ask that you summon a Council of War in order to establish the plan of attack. How should we respond? Summon them to the bridge. We will hold a council. Consider it done, your lordship. I will notify the commanders that you are ready to meet with them. Oh. There's another Space Marine and a Tech Priest. He's also got the wolf thing. That Tech Priest is so slow. The leader of the Explorator warriors appears on the bridge, and the bulkhead trembles beneath his metal gate. He has acquired a new set of fearsome armor since the last the two of you met, and his mechadendrites are now fitted with more formidable weapons of destruction. Unit Opticon 22 initiating, identification, official greeting procedure, unlocking the option of strategic data exchange. The Emperor's Angel, who follows in his wake, is clad in armor, the color of a tempestuous ocean. You hear his voice, throaty and brimming with untamed boldness and strength. Which one of you Huscarls is Muck von Luck von Valancius? I am Thorvald Ironhide, and I wish to see the mortal who has granted the honor of leading my pack into battle. Thorvald Ironhide, you face Muck von Luck von Valancius. He takes the measure of you and nods in satisfaction. I know the habits of a warrior when I see one. You're no indolent yoke. Good. I give my approval. We will hunt the sorry heretics together. You haven't changed, brother Thorvald. Uppity and brazen without measure, and you carry yourself on another's Drakkar like it is your own. The wolf bursts into booming laughter and bares his long fangs. Such is the breed of leaders, Ulfar. We stand out. 'Tis you, Everlost, who can't find his way when the sun is right over your head. Another explosion of Thorvald's boisterous laughter drowns out Ulfar's stifled yet furious string of curses. It's like, ah, you motherfucker. Opticon 22, how did you go from overseeing logistics to commanding armies? This command promotion hierarchy status update was executed following the death/decommissioning/deconstruction of the ship Teeth of the Wrathgear. The fleet's war on conclave was operating aboard that vessel. Unit Opticon 22 received premature rank promotion/modernization/Tumegos Dominus is based on his extensive catalog of recorded combat engagements. May your service benefit from the updated protocols that were bestowed upon you and the newly analytical data that were entrusted to your elucidation. May the Omnissiah Guide operate this unit in his cause mission algorithm of service to him. Let us commence the War Council. What good is another War Council with a cog priest who knows not of the joys of battle, who cut off his parts and replaced them with augments to please his all-knowing master? He will propose again a cowardly plan unworthy of warriors, as is the custom of his brethren. Registering a show of impertinence, data insufficiency in regard to the military craft eradication methods of the Adeptus Mechanicus. Long, awkward pause. Are you having another fight, gentlemen? How predictable. A woman in power armor walks onto the... She is not in power armor. Walks onto the bridge with an air of superiority around her. You remember seeing her before, in the retinue of Xavier Calcazar when he barged into your chambers after the Magnae Accessio. Thank you for not starting without me. Acolyte Ashara, dispatched by the Lord Inquisitor to facilitate the operation on Euphrates II. My privileges on this war council are those of an advisor. Ashara, why are you here? The Lord Inquisitor entrusted me with the task of forging an alliance between the assembled fleet and the forces of the Cognizance fleet. Once the task is complete, I am to act as an observer and a special operative. What troops can you spare to reinforce our army? The militia forces have already been transferred to Opticon 22. All I have left under my command is a tactical unit explicitly instructed to carry out the Lord Inquisitor's special assignments. And what are your responsibilities as a special operative? I'm afraid the Lord Inquisitor did not give me authority to elaborate on this matter. There is no surprise in my heart. The Inquisition is, as always, too ashamed of its dark deeds to reveal them to honorable fighters. Thorvald makes a show of spitting on the floor. Dude, my floor! You're in my house, don't spit on my floor. Oh, perfect. There will be no spitting on my ship. Do I make myself clear, esteemed Thorvald? What's this? A show of character. Thorvald growls and locks his indignant gaze with yours. Fine, I will respect your wishes, Warlord. But the bitter taste of suspicion burns my mouth. With pointed contempt, he steps away from Ishara. Dude, I love that I'm like, hey, don't spit on my ship, and then my character, don't spit on my ship. Why did Calcazar choose you? I happen to have some experience with large-scale bloodshed, rogue trader. That, and I never fail to deliver results. I see. It's about time we moved on to discussing how we intend to kill the heretics. I need a report on the situation at the front. Euphrates II is a forge world. Manufactorums and extractiums take up most of its surface. Upon corrupting them, disrupting their production algorithm, the heretics enhance their ranks with possessed mechanisms and false, defective, traitorous Skitari, whose protocols were disfigured with indoctrinating scrap code. Our forces have secured minor footholds on the surface, but are unable to deliver an effective blow to the headquarters, operations center of the Profaners of the Machine Cathedral, at the heart of the Manufactorum Sigma S13. According to available data, it is as the current location of the arch-heretic termination target, the Dark Apostle Eurolon the Cruel. We may outnumber the army, but ours is a poor warband. All it has is steel carols of the Omnissiah and scantily trained serfs from across the expanse, while our foe is the detestable but nevertheless deadly putrid-hearted traitors from the ranks of the World Bearers. And the vessels protect the Machine Cathedral from orbit. Opticon 22. What do you propose our plan should be? Our strategic analysis points toward a full-scale offensive as the optimal course of action. The losses among the troops' insignificant personnel, Lighty, will be numerous but will not exceed acceptable parameters. Replenishing such losses will be less arduous than restoring the damage that may otherwise come to the Manufactorums. Thorvald, what would you do if you were in command of this operation?